Okay, so a soccer example. Let's start with drawing a diagram. We have the soccer net. Okay, and we're told that the soccer net is the width of it across here, 7.3 meters. We're also told the player is standing 10 meters from one goalpost and 4 meters to the other, so we'll draw a little closer to one goalpost than the other. So we'll say this is 10 and this is 14. So 10 and 14 meters. And so there's our diagram. We're asked, through what angle can a goal be made? So in other words, if he shoots toward the one corner, it's 10 meters. Over to the other corner is 14 meters. And anywhere between those two corners, we consider the angle through which a goal can be made. So this angle here we'll call theta, and that's what we're searching for here. Now, in this case, we know all three sides, and we're looking for the angle. And so that's another trigger for the cosine law. And if we look at the cosine law, we can see that the C, A, and B in there, the little ones, those are all the sides. So we've got the sides all looked after, and we're solving for the capital C there. So we've got everything other than the capital C. So this equation will work out quite nicely for us. It will require a little bit of algebra. And so I'm going to do it in a way that rearrange it all before we plug in any numbers. So here's how I would do this. So c squared, and then we're going to subtract a squared and b squared from both sides. And so that eliminates them from the right-hand side, and we're just left with 2ab cos c. Now, again, we're solving for the c, so let's divide both sides by negative 2ab. And we're left with the c is equal to the inverse cos of c squared minus a squared minus b squared all over negative 2ab. So we've got an equation for solving our c, so let's put in some numbers. Cos negative 1, and the c, so we're referring back to our diagram there, make sure we get it all straight. Our c here, which has to be opposite of the angle, is our 7.3 squared minus a we'll call the 10, and b we'll call the 14. And that's all over negative 2, 10, and 14. All right, so we worked that out, and if you're wanting to check your numbers, I'll include an intermediate step here. We would have inverse cosine on the top. That all works out to negative 242.71. And in the denominator, we end up with a negative 280. And so they're both negatives, so we end up with a positive there of, let's do one more step here, just so you can check yourself if you wish, 0.867. And we do that, the inverse cos of negative 0.867, and we get 29.9 degrees, or about 30 degrees. And so that is, in fact, the angle through which that goal can be made. So we're all done.